Hey guys, chapter 5, section 4 video here for you. We're working on how can I solve proportional equations. So we're definitely been working on proportions, and we know that proportions are equal fractions, but now we're going to get into the equation side of this, so kind of the algebra side. So let's try some problems and just kind of dive into it. So here is a proportional equation. It's two equal fractions, but it's 5/7 equals x over 21. So our job is to solve for x. So we're going to use the skills that we already know of. We're going to put a line down the middle, and we're going to get x all by itself. Now, what do fractions mean? Fractions mean divide. So if you want to get rid of that 21 and move it away, we got to do the opposite of divide. We got to multiply. So I'm going to take that 21, and I'm going to multiply it on the other side. That'll get rid of it. Now I got to grab a calculator, or do it in my head, 21 times 5, and I'm going to get 105 over 7. Equals x. X is by itself now. Then I'm for sure grabbing a calculator to divide 105 divided by 7. Well, that's 15, a nice even number. So our answer is x is equal to 15, and we've solved our proportional equation. All right, so I'm going to label this. This is method number 1. There's actually two ways I could have done this problem. This is the first method. I like this method. This is the way I usually choose to solve. But there is a second way we could have done this. So we're going to get into that second way in a minute. This is where we're using what's called the multiplicable property of equality. We're multiplying equally to both sides. So let's look at method number 2. Method number 2 is called cross multiply. It's where you take the line down the middle and you get rid of both fractions at the same time by multiplying both denominators across. That means you're going to do 21 times 5, and you're going to do x times 7. Now that 5 times 21 is 105, and x times 7 is 7x. But you still have to divide the 7 back away from that problem to get the x all by itself. So you're going to end up with x equals 15. Same exact answer, second strategy. This one to me takes more work. Some people love this cross multiply strategy. I find it sometimes helpful, but sometimes not. So you got to pick and choose which method you like better. But this is called cross multiply. So method 1 versus method 2 is totally up to you. If you have one that you like better, you can totally use it. It doesn't matter which one you use to me. So let's look at the next problem. Here's our problem. 4/9 equals 5 over x. Now this one's a little more challenging because x is in the bottom of the fraction. I don't really like that. So I think cross multiply might be the best strategy. I'm going to do x times 4, that's 4x, and 9 times 5 is 45. But x is not by itself until I divide the 4 away, so we got to divide by 4 on both sides. Now 45 divided by 4 is a decimal. It's 11.25, so our answer is 11.25. Alright guys, so this is a really quick video, but basically to sum it up, you have two methods. You can cross multiply, or you can just use that multiplication property of equality. Pick the strategy that you feel best fits you. Thanks guys.